Satsang 42. Identify with Brahman. The sign of self-surrender is to find out, who am I? And with that comes the recognition of the self. The meaning of self-surrender is to first investigate, who am I? Self-knowledge is quite easy. There is a difference in one's inner attitude when attention is turned away from the objects of the senses. Then it is all over. Then it is, I am Brahman. Eham Brahmasmi. The self is one, but he becomes a mere soldier instead of a king when he is attracted towards the external side. What is the sign of knowing the self? Atman. It is the understanding, Eham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. The sign of one who does not know this is the sense of being an individual, a jiva. It is an Indian custom that one must rise upon seeing the face of a good person. So start with the feeling, I am Param Atman, the Supreme Self. That's all. If you rise as a beggar, then you remain a beggar and say, I want this and I want that. And you worry while going about your duties. We must identify the signs of knowing the self. It depends on your wish, whether to be the king or the beggar. What shall I do and where shall I go? When Param Atman, the Supreme Self, becomes a jiva, the individual, the mistress of the house, the body, always says, bring this, bring that. The husband, the self, is not allowed to sit quietly. The Lakshmi is the one who bestows the highest bliss. So it is up to you whom to choose, the body or Lakshmi bliss. If you are the jiva, the body, then worries will never cease. You are really without qualities and you have no worries. The master merely shows the way. Ultimately, you are your own master. This world is involved only with itself. It will talk only of worldly things. If you cultivate your mind to identify with Brahman, it will do so. The mind will do what you contemplate upon. So never come down to identify with the body. One who achieves this does not care for wealth or worldly pleasures, since all of this is untrue. Of what use is gold and silver, diamonds and rubies? One who has understood the path of no mind has no cares, and is always immersed in his own self, Atman. True devotees may be humble, but they are actually greater than the worldly gods. Those who are true followers of a master achieve the status of Brahman and get liberated from this mundane existence. A true aspirant is one who has destroyed the idea that I am the body. When you surrender the God-given body to God, the master or reality is all yours. And this conviction will arise within you. Once an aspirant said, I have come, Maharaj. Who are you? I am Brahman. If you are Brahman, be Brahman and live thusly. Then your glory will be the glory of Brahman, eternal, pure, free, without beginning or quality, and without shape, and omnipotent. Abandon the attachment to the body, and you become God. Become Shiva and worship Shiva. Saint Ramdas said, if you identify with the body, you will have to suffer misery. As soon as you go beyond the body, you are the absolute reality, Para Brahman.